Greetings from Finland, where the renowned 2024 Air Force exercise, Hanki 24, has taken place, concluding on February 2nd. The exercise featured active involvement from the Air Force Academy's reservists and the Lapland Air Command. Adding up the participants, we saw approximately 3,800 personnel, with an impressive 2,300 reservists actively engaged in the thrilling exercise. The primary objective of this large-scale exercise was to test the Finnish Air Force's combat capabilities. But there was an intriguing twist. This year, the Finns also experimented with the A-18's unique ability to take off from a highway under heavy snowfall. The A-18 has performed takeoffs from civilian roads in the past, but doing so in icy winter conditions is indeed a rarity. Reports from local observers indicate that at least 3 F/A-18s from the Finnish Air Force carried out the challenging feat of taking off, soaring across the icy sky and landing safely on roads under snowy winter conditions. The internet is filled with videos capturing the fighter jets preparing for takeoff amidst the wintry conditions. What you'll see is a clear road under freezing temperatures with large piles of snow flanking both sides of the testing road. Interestingly, this is not a highway, but likely a high-priority road. What makes the F/A-18 capable of landing in testing conditions, such as on civilian roads? It's primarily due to its efficient design and lightweight construction, which allows it to gracefully navigate spaces that bulkier aircraft might struggle with. What provides it this advantage, you wonder? It all boils down to its extraordinary thrust-to-weight ratio. In essence, the F/A-18 generates an enormous amount of power, despite its relatively lightweight. This power-to-weight superiority enables shorter takeoffs and landings, making operations on civilian roads possible. We cannot overlook the sturdy construction of the F/A-18's landing gear. It's designed to absorb the impact of demanding carrier landings, rendering it adaptable for any surface, even the unpredictable conditions of civil roads. Insights gleaned from a photographic source confirm that Finnish pilots certainly put their fighters through rigorous testing on European Road E-75. Think of E-75 as a significant thread in the intricate weave of the European road network. It begins its journey at Vadsø, an inviting town tucked away in Norway, and stretches all the way down to Sitja, a picturesque spot on the Greek island of Crete. All in all, E-75 covers a whopping 5,639 kilometers, earning its stripes as one of the longest and most central roads in Europe. For Finland, E-75 takes on even greater significance. It's the country's backbone, extending from the southernmost tip to the very top of the north. The road touches upon a range of towns on its journey, the northernmost outpost of Utsoki, followed by Inari, Ivalo, Sodankylä, and Rovaniemi. Further down, it sweeps through Kemi, stops at Oulu, passes Jyväskylä, and brushes by Heinola and Lahti, before finally curling up at Helsinki in the south. The F/A-18's ability to launch and land on short runways, public roads and highways highlights this American fighter's versatile functionality in combat scenarios. Naturally, parallels are drawn to Ukraine's pressing need for fighter jets. However, an intriguing detail caught my eye. Kyiv's refusal of the Australian F/A-18s, branding them as rubbish. This rejection, albeit surprising, can make sense to a degree. Integration of the Australian F/A-18s would mean additional pilots and intensified training schedules. While the aircraft is competent, Ukrainian pilots are accustomed to the MiG-29. During wartime, swift access to familiar hardware is of utmost importance. That being said, the Ukrainian pilots also hadn't flown the F-16, and Australia's offer had been public knowledge for close to a year. Balancing these factors against the F/A-18's road takeoff capabilities, Kyiv's reaction baffles many. It should be noted that the F-16 lacks some key features that the F/A-18 and Gripen encompass. The F-16 doesn't provide Kyiv with the flexibility to distribute aircraft countrywide. It can only be deployed at specific airports, on designated runways, and accommodated within specially built concrete maintenance hangars. Dismissing the Australian F/A-18s as rubbish couldn't be further from the truth. Let's dive deeper into the Australian Hornet's capabilities. The McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Hornet is an all-weather supersonic, twin-engine, carrier-capable, multi-role combat aircraft, designed as both a fighter and attack aircraft, hence the FA designation. Designed by McDonnell Douglas and Northrop, the FA-18 was derived from the latter's YF-17 in the 1970s for use by the United States Navy and Marine Corps. The Hornet is also used by the air forces of several other nations and formerly by the US Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels. The FA-18 was designed to be a highly versatile aircraft due to its avionics, cockpit displays, and excellent aerodynamic characteristics, with the ability to carry a wide variety of weapons. The aircraft can perform fighter escort, fleet air defense, suppression of enemy air defenses, air interdiction, close air support, and aerial reconnaissance. Its versatility and reliability have proven it to be a valuable carrier asset, though it has been criticised by many naval aviation experts by whom, for its lack of range and payload compared to its earlier contemporaries such as the Grumman F-14 Tomcat in the fighter and strike fighter role, and the Grumman A-6 Intruder and LTV A-7 Corsair II in the attack role. The Hornet first saw combat action during the 1986 United States bombing of Libya and subsequently participated in the 1991 Gulf War and 2003 Iraq War. The FA-18 Hornet served as the baseline for the Boeing F/A-18E/F Super Hornet, its larger evolutionary redesign, which supplanted both the older Hornet and the F-14 Tomcat in the US Navy.